Greetings and welcome to the first 1 p.m. Music Monday of the fall season. Yes, we've fallen back. And we'll fall back again in just a few more weeks. That's what we do here. This is Music Mondays. And this is the Pie. And I'm Leela. And we are going to make some music today. I going to turn on the show comments. There we go. Show comments. And say hi to people who are in the front row. Denise, getting ready for lunch. Thomas Christ, Easy Herbs, Heathen Granny, all in the front row. Perfect. I see some more of you out there in the lurking lounge, and I expect we'll have a few more as we move along. I thought today we may consider playing around with Amplify Studio, which is the companion product to Launchpad. It is, if you can actually, for the same subscription price, you can get Amplify Studio on your PC or Mac, and you can integrate with your iOS copy of Launchpad DJ. You can go find cool beats and then you can set them up just one by one in a separate thing. Let's see. I'm going to pop this over here. Let's get rid of that. Right over here, you've got my link tree. And super chats and super stickers, all those things. Hi, Berry. Hi, Syntex Cow. Nice to see y'all. Good, my stalling. I have to tell you guys, I am freaking like I am not as awake as I normally am this time of day because it's an hour earlier and I'm normally kind of doing stuff at this hour. Getting ready, getting woke up, but it's going to be cool. We are going to manage. Let's see. I'm just messing around with another screen here, with my Mac OS screen. No. Then I'm going to move it over. Yeah, there we go. Over. All right. But first, we're going to move over to the iPad. So we're going to play. We're going to go backwards. We're going to go back. We're going to go forth. We're going to go back. We're going to go forth. And it's going to be cool. But you're still sleeping? Yeah, I got the banner off. There we go. Let's go into my iPad screen and start some work. We're going to open up Launchpad and we're going to find a beat, we're going to find a style, and then we're going to flip on over to Amplify Studio and I'll show you how you lay out stuff in Amplify Studio, which is much more it's much more linear of a process. It's much more old school. So we should be able to figure that one out. Right on. Let's go there. See, do you like my different microphone, by the way? now this is singing mic and this is talking mic. Haha. This may change again. Hugh Caldwell, meow. So I'm looking for something for my guitar players to hang out with me on. So I'm going to put something. I want something that's kind of dark and fun. So let's get into my iPad display. Me and Pi going in the corner. Boom, here we are. Hi, we're in the corner. There she is, eating her little chomp chomps. And here I am, getting ready to make some music with y'all. Let's do it. I know, a few more mics and I'll be a drum kit. Perfect. All right, we're going to open up. First, we're going to open up Launchpad. And we're going to look for a fun pack. Does anybody have an idea of what kind of... I think we've already worked with dark pop, but let's listen to these. These are great. This might work. So we've got it in A minor and 64. Let's reset it. There we go, 70. That's nice. Let's change the key. What do people like to play in? What's a good key for... Here, let's look. What's a good key? We're going to just search. Oop. What's a good key for guitarists to jam in? Whoop, whoop. A minor? Yeah, I think so too. C, G, D, A, and E. Open strings, common open chord shapes. Open string harmony. E, A, D, and G. And C. E major and minor. C major. I think the last time... You've been denied drums by many a spouse. Yeah, that's a good beat to start with. So let's, you know what? Let's leave it in A minor. It's so far away from the other. It's so far away in speed from the other one. It's too late for me to be a guitarist. Oh, so true. I will never be a guitarist. I am just a guitar player. All right. Look, some more of these. That would be good for, this one would be good for a little break. Now let's listen to some of these percussions. It's a little slappy, slappy. This is a little smushy, smushy. Hey, Mike Molino, what's up? The time change is good for you, huh? These are just little, they're all like little closed hat sounds and things. You wouldn't want to hear that over and over again. I'm not in love with these percussions, but we couldn't. It was too late for you to be a guitarist 62 years ago. Hey, David. What's up? All right, now we'll listen to these basses. Ooh, I love this. It's a little better. That sounds pretty yummy. Not find some of these. I think we may be in business. It's definitely not too late for me to learn how to write songs. I've been doing that since I was a kid. This sounds like my... Yeah, it probably feels good. Oh, this Rest Bleak is really nice. Now let's listen to some of these. See, I like these drums, but I'm not that fond of all the rest of the stuff. Although I don't mind these rest sounds. There's Crystal Moody. Aloha, Rachel. Hope you're doing good. Ooh, that's pretty. The reason that these kind of work out better as a full song structure is because you can make it in... is because when you're making it in Amplify Music, you're finding yourself with... Ooh, these effects are really nice. You like B flat minor, huh? Ooh, those are real nice. Yeah, these are awesome. I wonder what other sounds are like them, though. See, the thing about Amplify is that there's way more than one way to work with these. So if I was going to play, like the way that I make stuff for Midnight Chill, I often just like pop in, I just start jamming. You know, I'd be like, I'll just do a couple minutes to show you what I mean. And it'll be recorded because it's being recorded. Let's get this bass going. See? Boom. All right. That's just, so that's how you make music here. And if you wanted to, let's get this, there we go. See my cursor in these little toppies? You would record by pushing the little record button, right? Here is where you get your speed. Here is where you get your key. And then you can actually edit the pads and effects, but that's a little that's for a show that's only on this. Okay, so noting when you do it in search, and if I find dark pop in search, let's see, it's in pop. You can look how many packs you have. That's what I love about this. It is like $45 a year for the subscription, which I can't even buy coffee in canisters to make in my kitchen for that much a year. Never too late unless your hands fall off. Exactly. So if you see this dark pop, now you'll see a shadowy sonic world and similar sound packs. Here's where you go: Cosmic Journey, Dreamscape, Candlelit Summit. All right, now this is how we're looking for that, and that's going to help us. Now let's flip. We're going to do something exciting, and we're going to flip over to the Mac. And if you guys have a PC, you absolutely, if you've got Launchpad and you're signed up to Launchpad through your iPad, get out of there, stop it right away, turn around and go to the Amplify website, sign up through Amplify, and you get a subscription for both Amplify Studio and what picture? So yes, don't look at the chat. You're going to get distracted, woman. All right. See, here's my window cameo. I'm going to hop in. Let's quickly transition. We're going boom. All right. See, now we're in Amplify Studio. So Amplify Studio is what you get. Oh man, do I need to sign in again? Man. All right, we're going to go back to my other screen for a second while I log in. That is one of the small problems that this does have, but honestly, for what is $44 a year when you amortize it out to 12 months, it's like practically nothing. Kubrick Lava, what's up? Hey, well, we can even find out. Like, let's see. 44 divided by 12. Man, I can't even use my own brain anymore. It's so sad. $3.66 a month for this pupperoni. For this pupperoni. Yeah, I don't want to show you guys all the pictures of my passwords and things. I don't want to dox myself. Let's get doxy. All right, here we go. Now I'm logging in. Yeah, like I don't know any coffee that's that cheap. All right, we're switching. We're flipping. We're going to flip. We're going to move over here. This is going to be fun. Window cameo. There we go. Transition. You don't shop where I do. All right, now we're in. Now the thing is now you find the same pack. Poundland. Nice. Pound Town. Let's go to Pound Town. Okay, see where we are. We're in here. Latest sound packs, pops, rock. So we're going to look for sounds. Is that it? No. Genre. Here we go. Yep. Genre pop. That's not what I want. I'm looking for packs. Oh, here we go. Packs. It's been a while since I played with this. This is really extremely powerful though. Okay, so now we've got 90s rock, aerial pop, airwave pop, alternative pop, dark dream pop. Ooh, see, look at, there's actually stuff in here. Let's check what dark dream pop is like. 95 beats per minute, B minor. So you just open this up and you just tap. Oops, hang on. You're not going to hear that because I forgot to. Here we go. It's going to come in. We'll see. Here we go. We have to actually set the settings up. Here we go. Settings. Dream pop is cool, huh? All right. Audio output device, AGO3. Can you hear it? There's our dream pop. But remember, we already set up a... Why does the thumbnail have a one face and an extra set of 4 hands? Oh, I gotcha. I have no idea. Let's freak you out. There should be sound now. Oh, no. Now it's the, right? Got it? I had several switches to flip. Okay, now we've got dark dream pop. I'm going to see what were we doing? We already had a full... We were in A minor and 70 beats per minute. So let's go there. All right, have a good day at work there, David L. So we're going to have to change this. See, we're up at the top. We're going to change that to 70. And right in here, whoops, 70. And then where it says auto, take off auto. And now we're going to set it to A minor. So now we've got A70. Now let's listen. Those aren't bad. Nice. So we were in dark pop. Let's go dark pop. Because I liked those drums. This is good for an opening. So watch. All you do, drag this in. And now... Now we have a 6-second long thing, right? So the next thing we'll do is let's find a percussion. There's a percussion. We're doing a percussion here. This is the one that goes with it. I don't like that. So here is where we might enjoy. Oh, right, I got that. Now I see it. Let's go to Dark Dream Pop and find a percussion in here. Ooh, see? I like that a little better. Let's pop that in. And now we'll listen to it together. Sweet. Now, check out some of these. FX. Ooh, bend cymbal. Kind of like this bend cymbal. That arp is fun too, but not at the beginning. Now we'll listen to the beginning. You can't leave likes now on live videos? How stupid. They don't know what they're doing half the time, I swear. And now so this was what's easy here. Check this out. So if I'm up here at the corner of this, I just duplicate section. So now we've got the same thing, but now I'll come in and I'll remove this cymbal. So now we've got this crystal kick and cut percussion. And we want to have another sound. Let's go back to dark pop. And let's check the effects and the melodics. Ooh, I kind of like that. All right, now let's watch. Now you just play it like this. Ooh, so here's a fun thing. All right, so now we're going to come in here, and if you can see this, see how... see how the little play set is? I don't know. Oh, here's how you collapse that. There we go. So this is just so you can see this, right? And how this goes, right? You're looking at it. Play, sound, and slices. Let's slice it up. Watch this. Let's just drag the slices in. Whoops, 7. Let's leave 7 there. So it's cut up into 8 parts. And we'll start with the beginning like it is, right? And now we'll put 6, 5, 8, 7. And we need something. No, which one is left out? This one. Here we go. Now we do it this way. Now what happens if we do it this way? Right? That's pretty cool, huh? And you can change the octave. Right? So I'm going to take this and pan it very far over here. And then, watch, I'm going to duplicate it. Duplicate cell, and we're going to move this down here. And let's actually come in, and on this one, we're going to pan it all the way right. We're going to put it down 1 octave, and we're going to rearrange our slices. Do, do. There we go. Now let's see what this one sounds like. And it's way over in your left ear. Right? Now let's listen to this whole section. But I don't like it where it is. So where I really want it is at the end. So trigger once at end. Back here, trigger once at end. Now let's listen to it. Yeah, right? Well, you could actually just reverse these too. Let's reverse this one. Now let's listen to it again. Yeah, so that's just kind of crazy. But that volume needs to go down on those. So now we have this cool, different sort of sound, right? So now you can be to section 3 and you can come back in and reopen this, right? Now we want to change the drums. So let's look for some drums. First we'll go to dark pop because we liked those drums. Noir brutal. Grail big. Rest punchy. I like this in the center. So the noir brutal. I like the idea of noir brutal for our... This is basically like this is an A part. Turn it off. Whoop, there we go. And then we're going to go percussions. I didn't always like the percussion in here. Let's see if this one sounds okay. Nah, I don't like this. So you remove the sound. See, what's fun here is that you can, this gives you a lot more tight little. Now we can come back out and let's look at dark dream pop. It's only got one percussion, huh? That's weird. So we'd go over, yeah, it's like musical Legos, exactly. Let's try Dreamscape. Here we go. A minor. Whoops. There we go. So let's check our percussion now. Wow, listen to those. Asleep percussion. Sky Dirty, Future Tops, Awake Shaker. See, I don't like any of these so far. That's cool though. See, look at how many things we've got. Emo Indie Pop. Whoops, no, that's way too fast. 170 F sharp minor. Glitch Pop. Oh, here we go. Percussion. Okay, I like these marble tops. All right, now we'll listen to this again. Hey, Jamie Lynn. So that's now what we're looking for is, we'll go back to dark pop. Oh, no, actually... Let's go to dark dream pop. And let's look for a melodic now. I'm looking for something that sounds nice and plain. Ooh, shield lead. That might be something. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Okay, so now in order, we have 38 seconds of music, and let's listen to it from the beginning because we got to keep on making sure that we've got cohesiveness. I like that. So let's just, all we need here is to just, let's duplicate that. So 2 of those. Now we're at 51 seconds. But, and right here in the first section, I think it would be fun to just leave it that way. But you could actually leave in a shield lead. I'm not sure what I love that these ones, these slices and triggers. They want them to be a little smooshier. Let's get those volumes down here. How about we copy this and let's place it, let's paste it in here so we have the different tops. Now let's start over again. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, here we go. So now what I want to do is I feel like we change the main drums and we leave those marble tops. Let's look for some drums in here. There's shield sparse. This is cut clean. Not quite. Bend experimental. Ooh. That might be a good, like, chorus-y one. Let's throw it in. Make it stop. Ha. Now we're going to leave. We're going to marble tops. We're going to copy. Whoops. No, I didn't mean to do that. Paste. And let's paste again. Now let's listen to this one. Yeah, trip hop kind of, yeah. So it's got the same tops, but it's got a different experimental beat. Now let's look for some more melodics. So we had shield lead. Cut pad. This could be fun. Let's throw it in. All right, let's start from the beginning so we know what we're up to, we know what we're in for. So there's that cymbal. Now hopefully I'll have something to use in this for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be making a video. It's been a while. Nice. I'm liking this so far. So we need a duplicate of this. Right? You could totally sing Massive Attack over it. All right, so let's duplicate this section. So we've got 1:16 worth of stuff. And now I'm thinking what would be a great next section is just some kind of maybe one of these vocal things. Let's I've gotta let you take me to your secret garden. I wonder if that would just work. Let's throw it in. There we go. And then let's go back to these original drums. These are the brutal drums. So bring the brutal drums back. And then paste them. And leave out the percussion completely. And then let's go back and let's start this. We'll close that. Whoop, now we can see what I'm doing is I'm using my fingers to like on the trackpad, using the pinch and zoom kind of vibe with that. So we're zooming it out. Nice. All right, now we'll come back in and let's get back to the ones that have noir brutal, and we'll be like duplicate section, but now we'll move the section. There we go. And now we'll duplicate it again. And then this time we'll add something to this shield lead. We're going to add like another. We'll come in here and add something. So let's come back in. Now we're gonna add, probably not an effect. Probably, let's see what these melodics are. There's a bunch of pads. Here's a light. Let's add that to the shield lead. Whoops, not there. All right. Now let's listen to this. Yeah, that is cool, Herbs. On each corner of each pad, that's so rad. See? Wow. There we go. Now we're going into the chorusy thing. The B part. There we go. Now we're going to get this extra bit. Let's turn down this piano. All right, now let's go back to this section and duplicate it. So now there's 3 of them. Move this one. And this time, let's duplicate it. And this time we're going to add, let's see what it's like if we add this same piano. No, I did it again. I cut instead of copied. So let's paste it here again. And now we're at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Not bad. Don't put it down like a dog. My dogs object to that. Why not? What? You got labeled? That's just ridiculous. Okay. We've got that cut pad. Let's do this one again. Duplicate. Move. And then let's see, shield lead. Let's copy this one with the duplicate. Right? Now that's 3 minutes. So I say once again, let's duplicate this section. And now we move that. Whoops, that's not at the end. That needs to be at the end. Now let's go back to these beginning ones. Duplicate this one. It's way back here. Yep, there we go. Now we go back over here. Yes, being aware of things is not the problem. All right, so crystal kick, crystal special effects. Now let's go to these special effects, and I'm going to move them back to the beginning. And then we're going to duplicate this section. And we're going to remove these. Remove sound. Remove sound. Now we're going to find some fancy schmancy. I'm going to actually remove these marble tops too. We're going to have nothing but the kick. Sleep. It means sleep. All right, let's get back in here. Now we'll find some, let's find a special effects. Yeah, how about this ARP? Let's use the ARP at the end. All right, I think. Let's listen to our whole 3 minute and 24 second song. Doug, let me know if you feel like playing on this. Right? I don't give a crap what anybody labels me. I just live. This is it. Woo! So I'll show you, you can see it's lit up where it's playing. Oh, that's so true, Herbs. just the beginning, though. I wonder how this would sound reversed. We'll put it in late. You'll hear it reversed the second time. There we go. It's got little repeating parts back and forth. Hey, MJ. Right. Nice. That's let's reverse this ARP and see what happens. We're almost done. Let's get that volume down. Nice. Wow, I really like that. So one thing I want to do real quick before I show you guys how to export this is I'm going to go in through all these percussions and I'm just going to pop the volume down just a smidge. I thought the percussion was a smidgy bit loud. Now see, what you'll find is different about this than using regular Launchpad is that when you record things in Launchpad, you're kind of stuck with you have to adjust the volumes in there while you're recording, and here you can change them afterwards, and then you export this, you can actually export it straight into stems, and that's what I'm going to do with you right after this, and then we're going to head on over to Jade Starr's house for what I forget, for I think it's called vintage effects or something like that, old school effects. All right, watch this, guys. Okay, I'm coming up to the top. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this part, but I go to File, Export all channels to Wave. Hey, Tremor Bear. I don't know if you can see this, so we're going to call this Darkest Dreams, A minor, A minor, 75. And then save. And it says audio export in progress. And then it's exporting, 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 exporting. Come on, you're supposed to be faster than this. It's a 3-minute and 24-second song. It's very perfect pop song start. Rock and roll. All right, reveal in Finder. All right, so I've got a folder. I just take the folder and I put it in a file that I call samples transfer. When I put it in samples transfer, it gives you the it'll be available for me on my iPad. So I'm going to save this and we're going to call it Darkest Dreams. And there we go. All right, let me say goodbye to you with my face real quick. Cubes absolutely got that one. Hi! So, there we are. That is how you use Amplify Studio to make your Launchpad loops much more interesting and much more controlled and fine-tuned. And it's the exact same price as if you had just gotten a Launchpad subscription. All right, next up, we've got Jade. She's coming up with, do we have it? Nostalgia Effects. All right, guys. And then I will see you there. And then tomorrow we're going to work on music video productions. I'm going to make a music video in order to kind of figure out what I'm going to do with the song next. And then Wednesday, of course, for In Frets. And Friday night will be Midnight Chill. All the times, all the good times. We will be seeing you all later. Yes, Cubes is climbing the mountain. All right, my friends, biggest love and all the peace that you can carry, baby. Meow.